go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start my week.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Throwing on first down, Coleman. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Coleman. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Coleman. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. The Seahawks at 9-1 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be...
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to get the football. The ball will come out to the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin. A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Tanner Muse with him. Well, the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Coleman. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Coleman.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's the 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be at the end of the day, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Take it in at the 3. Now a play fake here on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On first down, Coleman. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
To throw on third down, Coleman. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's going to air one out. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And taken right on the 30. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Throwing to start the drive. Coleman. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On third down, Coleman.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there, 21 yards the play. Back to throw again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Derek Young,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Taken in at the 3.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, Coleman. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jamar Chase
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass. Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against. This is caught inside the 15. There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. K.J. Hamler from 10 yards out. And the Rams are able to claw one back. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Coleman, he's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Coleman. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area. Again, he'll drop to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ochena Nwosu. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And now here's another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
To throw again, Coleman.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Coleman. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So
and my goodness, another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Take it in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one.
And now here's another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Looking to throw. Coleman. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Take it in at the 3.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them,
and my goodness, another interception.
Tanner Muse with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On second down, Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money. Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes in. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. Chris Claybrooks. And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here are special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked at...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The offense on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Room here to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Penny will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Rams. From 10 yards out.
And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at about the 14. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And now here is another interception. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know I should keep the focus on the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. There he goes, left side, the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead, late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this.